Hey guys, this is Jason with Footified, and today I'm talking about hypersync and this pumpkin. Because this pumpkin means it's October, and this means that Thanksgiving's coming. And I wanted to wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving, and also a happy fall. Also, look at that awesome specularity with these video lights. Ooh. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about hypersync because I finally found a system that works for me, and I've tested it, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. It does have its flaws, but all these hypersync systems I've worked with have had the same flaws, so it's nothing kind of new to me. So, how am I getting hypersync with the Sonys? Well, what I'm doing is I'm using an adapter. This is the Sony adapter. I will put it down in the descriptions. It's a Sony multi-interface shoe to the old Minolta. And then I'm putting it on top of the Pixel Opus triggers. You have to have both triggers to make this work. You can't do it with one trigger. So then it goes on like that, and then it goes on top of your A6000, your A7II. Okay. Now what I recommend is you turn on the trigger first, then turn on the camera. What that does is it activates the hypersync system inside of the camera, because basically what this is doing is it's telling the computer inside to say, hey, you can release a flash signal over the 1/250th sync speed that Sony caps on these cameras when using the Sony flashes. Now when you're using a non-Sony flash, it caps it out at 200 sync speed. So now we can go into, I'm at 1/1/8,000th of a second. And so we can just change that shutter speed any way we wish. So that's great. This now makes it capable of shooting lower apertures like 1.4 and using flash and making it dark outside in midday, which makes our creativity as photographers a lot larger and a lot broader. So how do I use this? Well, what I do is I grab another one, I turn it on, make sure it's on the same channel. So we're using channel A, or sorry, group A and channel 1, same as the other trigger. Now I use the kind of Velcro strip, and then I plug this into the sync port. There's a sync port above. It also has a PC sync, but newer systems use the 3.5mm port. We'll turn on the flash here. I'm at 1/8. Point it at this wall here. Focus. And we seem to get great exposure with the flash. Not that my sync is the best thing to take a picture of. I want to let you guys know though, is that this is radio triggers, and if you have radio signals or Wi-Fi going around quite a lot, these are going to have some issues. Most triggers do have issues with areas that are crowded with a lot of different types of radio signals. I've had a couple misfires with these. I want to let you know they're not totally perfect, but no trigger really is. I've even worked with more expensive triggers and have had the same issues. So anyways, let's talk about how these will work with your hot shoe flashes. So you need another adapter. You could wire them up with the 1/4 inch, but not the 1/4 inch, the 3.5mm socket. But what I like to use is this old Minolta to standard hot shoe, and put it on the top of these, and then plug the flash in. This is a standard hot shoe flash, non-TTL. And then basically put this into my modifier that I use. Turn on the flash. Do a test here. turn this, put this in hypersync mode. And there we go. And we are shooting at 1/8000th of a second. And let's just shoot at the flash to see if it's capturing anything. And just to let you see, that is what I'm getting. So it's exposing, and it's exposing just fine. So how to make hypersync work with your Sony cameras? Well, it's kind of jerry-rigged, isn't it? And that kind of sucks. It makes you want to have other companies build some more triggers for the multi-interface shoe systems. The faulty problem though with the Sony interface system is that the shoe is plastic. They do have some metal in it, but it's still plastic, just like the old Minolta. And that really is a weak point for the system. So why am I using Sony? Because there's some other points about it that I really like and I can't move away from. And they've changed me and how I shoot as a photographer. So what are you going to have to get to make this work? Well, you're going to have to get two of these triggers. Pixel Opus for Sony. They have the old Minolta mount. You're going to need an old Minolta mount to standard hot shoe. This is made by Velo. It's the HSS that'll go on this. This will be the one that will receive the transmission signal. And then what you'll need is the Opus, Pixel Opus for Sony, same trigger, but you will need the Minolta to multi-interface shoe adapter. It's really small. It's actually, I just keep it on it. The cool thing about these triggers though, they have their cases. So you can just put your trigger in these case right here. You can zip it up and store it. So that's pretty nice. They come with cases too, so that's pretty sweet. Now, let's say you have problems with your triggers. The best thing that I've found out is sometimes you have to reset the computer into the camera system because the TTL system goes to sleep and it tells the trigger to go to sleep. And sometimes they just don't know how to talk to each other and they don't know how to tell each other which one to wake up. So the best thing to do is to just take it off and just pop it back on. And everything will start working. So this will let you know when it's in receiver mode. We're on A. The transmitter will blink when it's connected to the receiver. So it's showing that there's signal there. So yeah, guys. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope this is helpful. These triggers, just like all triggers, they're TTL. They do have their issues, and their radio frequency. They're 2.4 gigahertz, and I've noticed that the 2.4 gigahertz triggers actually have more problems than like the 433 megahertz triggers. Just because I think they're at a higher band frequency and they kind of mesh into the Wi-Fi frequencies a little bit more than usual. And now that we have more Wi-Fi signals hanging around, it kind of creates more issues. So, but if you're in a field and there's no Wi-Fi, you should probably have no problems with these triggers. Anyways, guys, this system works. I'm going to be continuing using these systems, and I bought another Pixel Opus for my other flash. I'm going to keep it with the bigger flash, and I'll keep this other one with the smaller flashes. That way, if anything goes wrong, I have a backup for a backup. So there it is, guys. Hypersync for the Sonys in a cheap way, and I hope it works out for everyone. And if you have any questions, just let me know down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.